say obetumi nya kokrameto no fo mu. Statistics actually say about 98% of the breast cancers now in Ghana ha no mba na nya na emema de ni about 2%. Nti say ya sha na actually say e wo mba mu duduo e chen mema. Ti say wo yi nipa 100 esi hɔ a 98 of them no we benya mba na mu 2 ayemema. Very good. Mema sunya ena mba sunya ba ma nya no dodo e chen mema.
Kokramwa ato
obinufu mu.
All right, and a bit like us when you breast
cancer.
Okay,
yes.
All right. And you know, nipa do wa hini tumi bi afe na sebo some Ghana hampo no statistics no sign na etie ma memremenu about no chain statistics no na
Okay. So, with the statistics, sorry, I want to say hello to your viewers.
Okay, I know one more voice.
Okay, so I want to say hello to your viewers and then to everyone watching this.
Okay.
So, when it comes to breast cancer, it's one of the leading causes of death in Ghana, especially for women. And one issue we have is when we have detection and we detect it earlier before it gets to the advanced stages, we are able to do much about the situation. But mostly people would wait by the time the disease is advanced before they would actually come to the clinic. By that time, doing something about it may be a bit too late. So we advocate
in term the hospital in term.
Yes.
Yes. And so better now maybe
yes. Okay. So that's why we are usually advocating for screening, especially women of menstrual age or childbearing ages, because exactly. Okay. Yes. So we recommend that if you're a young lady of a childbearing age, you should regularly be checking, having breast examination at least once in every 3 years. And if you're a woman above the age of 40, once in every other year you have your breast examination. But then we are also going to teach you how to do the self-care or the self-breast examination at home. We will teach you as
okay, into Ghana ha na share statistics na em say kwasro nansenya in hwehwemu aye na kire say about 2,000 people and it wu as a result of breast cancer. It wu as a result of internet is one of the leading cause of death in Ghana. Inti yeni a bring in and say sisi ano ha dwene globally. Inti say yentumi amma de no ankosro a na edi enya because breast cancer ya de bia ye betumi a prevent it. Say ya prevent crampo a na say eba ye betumi aso ano ewo na hyase na say yetumi ehu ne ntemu a enu ntina ma ye ni abre say World Health Organization yesu was say every October bia no eye pink month into hwa me ano pe me pink ye de bo ho de ro say yamfo bo ho de ro na obi an kohwe ne de ebia na wo bi na wonim nti na yeso ye ba be kire ho sani a obaye abetumi ehu se o mi wo bi ana me ne bi ene efutu a ye de ama se o se obi anko na onkohwe ene nia ye be ye de aboa Ghana for.
All right. Yes. Okay. Nti mama san nyina wo so abiem breast cancer abeyifo tumi ma.
Okay. Eno de me find say a myth or heresy.
Bibia yate
atesem esan say breast cancer no a pathological disease enye be asem. Enti say ye hwe no for na I don't know some betumi ahwe mo betumi show pictures bi amaya wo hwe eno for na obo wo say we ne ye lobe ene duct no ye ekwan ye ma no ewo mu aha nti obetumi akọ next picture na ma me say mo betumi show screen this one nti ye hwe the tissues of the breast na cells na ewo mu no eno na ka bom na abe form nti say tissue no produce unnecessary oh it say bi a utwa kwan na utwa kwan ne basa basa so eba na sa na ama cells no over reproduce ti say cells no over reproduce a na yesi abeden abe cancerous nti say abe cancerous e bi na ayedin nti
dan ye kire camera we na
okay very good I know that screen is no but on next one mama nti nufu atwe kokranbia ntomu no say na e wo say eye
okay ni enyare
no say na e wo say but on next one mama na me hwe nti very good nti say wo hwe we a wo say ba ko no na ni nyina eye ne color no eye fresh kakra nti wo hwe we a wo say bibia eye say pro eye green kakra nti wo say cells na eye den ewu na breast cancer no esi because there are a lot of factors ema saa we no eba ebi wo ho ana cells no reproduce no na aye overproduce nature say and follow a particular pattern na produce unnecessary eba na saa na result in the cancer.
Okay. All right. Eje bibi na ekos wo nipaduanum
na deba
tintumi ma say ye abeifo na toma
no abeifo e ma cancer even though as at now no yehu at the crop potting a cause cancer no but
yenye
but ye won niam etumi ema wunya etumi expose you ye can predisposing factors and as a bonus say
ye hwe we so
very good into where just an anatomy of the breast. This is a healthy breast.
Okay.
Into nipple no areola ne subcutaneous fat into mammary glands hona your secrety can say breast milk ni ade na into no for sebi mistake bi any ho na enyare no say na I was say so we wo ho because you do ensankyere na dey so bi nya breast cancer na you be show am obi ahunti so wo hwe yen a hu say nufo a kokramanto mu no nufo anyare no say na etie ati ase bibia okay we are just some few parts of the breast
okay now also will be the count
to add to what he said, the cause is actually not really known, but then we have like predisposing factors, like he said. So one of the factors or the risk factors is being a female. It's more likely for you to have breast cancer being a female than being a male. It's rare in males. And also genetic factors. There are some people, they have this gene, BRCA1 and BRCA2. This gene is like hereditary, so it's within the family. And then if you have this, you are more likely to have breast cancer. Yes.
Okay.
So if you've had someone having it in your family, maybe your mom, your auntie, you are more likely to get it. So you should intensify your screening. And also sometimes exposure to estrogen. That's why I say maybe a girl having early menstruation or having late menstruation. During menstrual period, you are exposed to the hormone called estrogen. And estrogen is also a contributing factor to breast cancer. Same as contraceptives, hormonal contraceptives. They could also predispose you to breast cancer because of the hormone estrogen.
Sex. What they born home by say be one yam no.
The hormonal one, the hormonal therapy, hormonal contraceptives.
Okay.
They could predispose you to.
Okay, and no be to me, I'm be enya. Oh, okay.
Okay. And also having early menstruation and then late menopause.
I know what they trick a Canada, I want to my
Samimremo kakra, me factory no,
by your person, one can call ya not the train be, and only you can treat Nanka.
So, early menstruation is
about Bunensa
in term. And then menopause. Okay. So that would expose you to the hormone estrogen. And eating a lot of
obi bu ni nsantamo a na ne wamu ni nsantamo so no.
Nya on menopause. If you don't get menopause earlier.
Wanya menopause ntamo a.
Okay. Late menopause.
Wanya bet unya menopause. Okay. And also betumi am bibi ama wanya sa breast cancer.
And alcohol and cigarettes.
We risk factors.
Yes, risk factors that can make you have it. Yes. Okay. Alcohol, cigarettes, high fat intake. high fat.
Yes, so be no wusie say tawa seden ni na no atuma na obi ono nsa pa nso no betumi nya ye breast cancer and obi odi srade bebrebe was a high fat intake to be or this srade aduane srade nam bebrebe no ono so betumi nya.
Exactly. Yes. So all these are risk factors.
Risk factors.
Yes.
Okay, you know minimum so will be at the can and ho.
Okay, minti say senior waka no say obi aniema atumi ma wonya bi no ebi na okan say e wo abusumu obi enya bi da ene obi a ono monsa bebre ene obi a se bi o hye ntampe na otwe hu sie ko mu obi nso a why exposed to radiation, so radiation minim radiation ni fi
you said me buy enche
you said na ni ki good radiation to be a
yi sinibi na ya ye string wadan ho na ye de we no projector isi wo no
eno no mpo ye low radiation but ye wo radiation say be a
common example ya obi abi hu nya machine is one na toto dan ho no a hu sini wadan no ni free mu kosa eno no
ye good eno no ye rails ye betumi de no example but eno no ye low one eno de en shada nkose ham but it's a x-ray exposure unya x-ray exposure bebrea betumi ama wenya expose you to breast cancer and I feel so chemicals toxic chemicals and chemicals are no ye den no especially more industrial areas no and mining areas no those people no omuta exposed to breast cancer because of radiation chemicals no nti eno so ka ho and I feel so obi a oye kase oso what you say akase ye and I say being fat or obesity very good and also ye and now okan alcohol so insanum and also to me cause breast cancer say onum ni bebre and I feel so the edimuti true pa na say wo ye oba ye wo gender no and also so etumi ma wonya sa breast cancer tina ni twi ni okan ni twi na no so na dia ba.
All right enjenom yenya hu ni say nyina no awie no na obi say signs and symptoms I was say yehunu na me hu ni say bibi aba me so a we dey ense dan ka me ho nti we dey bia na breast cancer no any signs and symptoms.
Okay, so signs, the major sign or the major symptom people experience is the lump in the breast.
So we who say BB at the tone of
exactly, yes. And then there are some pictures I would like them to be displayed. So there are other signs. Probably you would look at the breast and you see that one is a bit bigger than, usually the breast, one is slightly bigger than the other.
And normal. Nuphobia, no, I said, Bako, ye caseka crabby, a chimbaco. Okay, sana a memman so, let me say, TS, we have memman so, sabi you almost one, so as a balcon, a short chamber, okay, all right.
So when you look at the breast and you see that this one is much bigger than the other, or it's actually growing bigger than the other one. You should take note.
Okay, you for the other one, you first other picture
And also when you notice that you inspect your breast, you notice that there is some flaky rash or rashes or reddening, skin changes on the breast, you should be alarmed.
So new for no hair and color na son. Or new for no son one cast nipper no tienon na and sound be a good. Okay.
Exactly. And also this what is being shown that is the nipple retraction. If you see that your nipple looks this way, at first it wasn't like this, but later on you notice that this is how your nipple is looking. That's retraction, and it is also alarming. So you should also report to the hospital if you see something like this.
So also no first na entesa bazisi a nufuna no ebokom nufuna no komua e wo sa wo adwen ba so say e bia na bibi e na esi wo nufunu mu. Oh, okay.
Acquired one. All right. And then you could also have nipple retraction. That one, the entire nipple, you see that it has been pulled inside. I think maybe our next picture would show it.
Okay. Once a new for an nyina komu.
And then we also have something like peau d'orange. That one, you have the breast looking like orange peel. You know how orange looks like with that dot. So you see that the breast is looking that way. It is also something alarming. So when you see something like that, you have to report to a facility for you to be checked properly. And then you also see that there is nipple discharge. There's discharge from it could be blood, it could be fluids, whatever. You see that as long as it's not breast milk, and you know that this one there is no normal, you have not really been experiencing this, but now you are experiencing discharge from your breast. You should report. You should report to the hospital for a checkup. And then sometimes too, there is ulceration. That is
a crow. A crow to me back. No for
all these are signs and symptoms of breast cancer. Sometimes you could also see distended veins due to the inflammation of the breast. You see that the veins are distended. There are pictures
na yaba na se epiepie bisa no.
And
okay, Tino, yenhwe we na yenkan no so ho asam ntino obehome so ekakra na memra wo so na yenhwe nia ededa ho na yenkan ho asam.
Okay, enti yehwe we abehu se first picture no from the upper left. Obo say there is a visible lump in the armpit. Enti obi ho de nsa fa ne no fo ase na. Obo say ase bibi juwa kakra.
Juwa bi hye omoto.
Obo say juwa kakra bi ye den. Ehye ho. Enti anu ye ba ne sa na e wo say wo hwe oba na ya ye den ya examine ma wo. Ana say wampo betumi ayi wo fie. Wo notice say juwa kakra be hye onofo ntem wo moto wo ho na. E wo say wo ba na ya hwa ma wo. E na afi ni etoso bi emu so. Obo mo say afi wo do nsa emia onofo no kakra. Obo mo say ababia badem a eye different from normal breast. Normal no for no. Obo mo say eyi bi abadem a eye different kakra. Nti wo hwe we won say nipple no wo ho e na ne nchen na say
eyi esi wo sa
small nti bo say wo do nsa wo examine abo say bibi kakra e dem.
Okay.
E na afi so wo hwe the next one now on the upper right. Now we say dimpled or depressed breast. To bo say no for no say obi enya dimple wo na fono ho no. Obo say no for no aboto. No for no aboto ko kakra. Nti uhu saa esunsuye no so wo no for no ho a. E wo say wo ye fast na ko hospital. Na omo hwe no mo attend to you.
Nti ne toso 9
the fourth one also swelling of all parts of the breast. Nti obo say obi ho na ni nufo ayekese than normal. Obo say nufo no ayekese.
Yes so onyema ni nufo ebe hye.
Dabi obo say enho no anasa ye engorge. Obo say nufo na ayekese. And after so wo hwe nipple changes or inversion. Wo hwe ne nipple na o say ase aboa komu kakra ase to kuru abeda na no nti eno so hu saa changes na no for na nipple no e wo say ejina ho. What I say, I was saying, now, and it is a bokum. It is a bokuma. I was say, Utu Mikana call hospital na yeding, na ye show. And I feel so, we go in Sakano no for, na a yenny. So, I know Hona, then Sakano no for, na a yenny. It is a Umusa, the Sunsiano Swa. I was say, Obo Modina hospital near them, na ye show. And I feel so, na pain in the breast, but almost schooling call up Kakramamina, na me.
Ntine say yehwe evidence no ne nam aye we nase no TV nase no ntine ma ye hu ni.
Okay nti say wo hwe sa ne ho na good na afi so ho a ebi ho na ekekawo wo be hwe no no fo no especially nipple no na ekekawo ana say wo skin no e wo ma na aye ko kakra uhu sa changes na wo say wo ye fast na oba na ye hwe ma wo na afi so ebi wo so bo na moja aba
moja funu
efunu funu na heden na eba nti hu saa enema no pe ment na fie nkese eye beifo bi anase se bibi antiu anase bibi na eti hu mpa wo de bra hospital na yenye den na yenhwew ti yehwew na se enye bia eye good dansa wo de bet na fie ama na advance akọ stage a yentumi nya ho hwe age se ebi a yetwa anase bibisa enu nti na ma nda ya ba ha ase ya ama ye ka ho asem
okay all right nti no wenum nyina ya ade asobi ehu ewo eye nenufu ho a ewo so tumi eboa na anaso no atumi hwe na otumi ehunu se bibi ekoso ewo ne nipadue mu a eno no obekomo mayehwemu de ama no nti no maintenance na so sa maintenance fee enka so we die obi na ye mentimi hia mpaibɔ anase me hia se bewe chirim ansa na wode bɛkɔ ayarsabia no na akɔye adekɛseɛ de ama wo bewe chi na wɔsɛ onufuro kra na ye ntwa enisa kɔba so obi wɔ sa ha we no bɛde no otumi ama nagi anase wahwɛ sɛ bɛyɛ enkɔye adekɛseɛ emfema no
okay medase enti sɛ yɛhwɛ management of breast cancer now, the most important thing is identification. So you be who say nipa we obi. Now a good say yen sabe kano you bet me identify no at the early stage. Okay. At the early stage aha. So until who symptoms na me bobo so na. Enti say who say we na we fast na oba there is treatment for you. Enti treatment you know before answer remember treatment no so na ya na mostly you advise say omo below 40 years no at least once in every 3 years and every year mpo no kwa breast ultrasound oko hospital I think you do where beka ho asem ne ye be ye no moko hospital ye be ye ultrasound of onofo no na obi owenya 40 years and above no so almost ye recommendation be what we call mammography nti anoko hospital no so omo hwe sawe na ma nti treatment no depend stage ade ne du but aya na ye mpese ebedru bebi a ye betwa nti ye wo chemotherapy ewo ho ye the chemicals and as nduro na ye de be ku cells na e multiply wo blood no no ana wo no fo no no ti ye wo sa pande na e ko ho na e ko ku cells na ewu no ana cells na e multiply na be cancerous no ye be den ye be mom wedura ebe kum samwa no ti ebe emamwa ne multiply bim ena de to so mienu so ye the radiation good radiation what you call the radiotherapy nti ano so ye be throw light bi light no ebe to no fo no so ano so ekum cells no ama mu ntumi ne den e multiply bim ena afi so there is the last part that is what we call the surgical aspect nti ano de se edru bebi a na ye hwe na se bi a emwa no ebi a omo multiply intentem radiotherapy ni chemotherapy ni amwa na no last stop na o se yetwa no for ni free ho ba ye na ade ba ko so a ye kan say so mutumi ba ntem a eboa ye ema ye tumi identify mwa ne ntem ni ye treat ntem se na be ya one thing about cancer ne say ewo wono fo no mu ahase krampo na say ewo hase na say ye hu ne ntem a etumi spread ko any part of the body nti ebetumi a dislodge akọ brain mu ebetumi akọ other part of the breast ebetumi akọ any part of the body
and ka be say bo on mo se na onufu benkum mo de akọ motwa nta fa no so na so asamba
very good nti na ya de bia na ye ka se yen bohu de wuro na ye ma me no na ye papa no no very good nti o hwa sa lymph nodes na ho na no boa ma se bia unya infection bi around there no em open up se na be ya embe have nti say unya cancer no any part of the breast na se ye hu ni ntam ye treat wa ho beto na wokọ but say ebe ye te say ba kono but mu show de I say aye old no
I say no for na yare no
no for na yare no
okay
nti say eno ba so na kan nti eba na sa na what we call metastasis that is the spread of the cancer cells no to other parts of the body nti eno de dru ho na eya hadwen nti eno de ade yetwa na no so ye san ma other treatment account but very good nti wo hwe wo screen so abewu say when I say aye tuntum bi so ho nti eno no eba na sa na I will say ye other further test amount ni wo say a spreading and as and spreading ye be ye some x-rays ni aye some either ultrasound and mammography depending nti ye identify the shape na say ye treatment professionals na be who say treatment we na be good aye teamwork nti e bia we be assess ni who say we say surgery and we say ultrasound and we say sorry chemotherapy and radiotherapy.
All right. Okay, you you say you need so you share bibi e de e fa ho na ye kokwamato ni fu mu na say breast cancer and wasem na ye kan say ya hwe kwan besi afa so say bibi ba obesi aya no say be ya enkonko ekese enfem on jem sem fiki ase no omo hu ni ntemo a eno me dra bibi de afa ho oni fu ni na no onsa betumi aka wade na sankoba ne sana wotena so twentwen so na de konante na di ba bia na fe ekese a anya na ekotwa na esae so nse ba oni fu mu a woni beba ho so ebetwa no na asanso ko oni fu mu so asanso e de aka ho enti yenhwe meye den ma bɔ me ho ban na se prevention meye den minia ba Genevieve me ba wo so meye den abɔ me ho ban a prevent say min konye bi kra.
Okay, so when it comes to prevention, actually the cause of breast cancer is not really known, but then we know the risk factors. So if you can limit your risk factors or you can avoid it, then we encourage you to do that. So some of the risk factors you can avoid or limit is alcohol, the intake of alcohol, the intake, the use of cigarettes, smoking, yes, high-fat diet intake, you have to reduce it. And also there are other risk factors you can't really change, like being a female. So what you can do is screening. That's why we encourage screening. So if you are regularly screening your breast and there's probably a lump or a malignant something starting up, we'll be able to pick it up early and treatment would be better. So what we advocate is screening. So yes, that's what we advocate.
Okay, all right. You know, Richard, I'm now also here prevention side. No, then also what they can.
Okay, and see, the major prevention is self-examination. So, until we make sure say, oh, one kasa obe peja onsa na o examine o breast no. I think say, nyame boa ye we na eba ni nyina no you be tackling all those things. So say, what person won't prevent breast cancer there. The best thing to be is to be informed. Sometimes any aboboso no. So wo ho na wo bia, obebo modern say obeba, obeko any hospital na ya there na ya hwe. And moreover so no aya men ben omo especially omo ben radiations and omo industrial zones no. Mostly regularly ya monko hospital na ya hwe omo. Yenye mo self yenye mo screening and I say so what is say ye screening so baby you can go there and then let them screen you as well.
Okay. All right. Now prevention, and I say yetatepa this month you can mention be 3 times. Say so bam person obenya breast cancer. Aya on time member nufo no pa minim Rehart Foundation. Mushe hu was had no. Anyway.
Okay. I know the a simple answer. It has no correlation with prevention of breast cancer. The breast sucking some kind of prevention. Say breastfeeding akora because there is a hormone studies actually say to me prevent the onset of this breast cancer is what we call the prolactin. Prolactin no hormones are a boama would me produce breast milk. What I sent breast milk no some component to prevent breast cancer. And remember, no say wait there me sorry me but I have to say, I mean, uko secure by no for and preventive breast cancer. What really prevents in terms of sucking is the production of the breast milk. That is akwara or yeah. Another risk factor so they say emma say be omo omo nkasa entumi breastfeed omo mba no. And also another risk factor because at that time we to me security a lot of prolactin obema akwara no for so what I say nti ano so ya dey I encourage say ma me form be ye exclusive 6 months no breastfeed na mo mba nti another prevention is say obe breastfeed oba what I say
nti akwara no num dia
because there's breast milk production no for no funsuo no component wo mo no so boa prevent breast cancer nti enye say wo sack ne pe what I say it is like necessary does not prevent.
We were penny now, Ponufo, and Macono Nufo, and yes, breast cancer, Nufo. and now what open phone manu for no be able to for no pan and casa me be a similar de be a net the woman papa penny for the woman and your breast cancer and be okay yeah I mean about better send we see examine a breast no na so be fear no nima was no so who say we see examine one casa and so
so with the examination, if you're a young woman, you are actually active in your menstruation. So what I would advise is whenever you have your menstruation every month, a day after your menstruation, you check.
You
check every month.
Okay.
And if you're a woman who is not menstruating, like here of the menopausal age, you pick a day. So it could be the day you were born. It could be any day of the month. Maybe you pick a first of every month. So the first of every month, you examine your breast at home. And so when you want to examine your breast, first of all, you undress. You stand in front of your mirror.
No. You
inspect the breast. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So you inspect the breast. So you stand in front of your mirror. You inspect your breast. Like I said earlier, you check for the sizes of the breast.
Okay.
Are they similar? Or one is actually getting bigger than the other. If you see there's a change in size, it's something you should be worried about.
Okay.
Probably when you are menstruating, you may have this tenderness of the breast. It's fine, but after the menstruation, is there still tenderness of the breast?
Okay, who inside uniform to you? Okay, and who say we are say baby and
yes. Okay. So by looking at the breast, you also check for, like I said earlier, rashes of the breast skin. If there are rashes, if there are reddening, if there are any changes in the skin color of the breast, if there are distended veins of the breast, you examine all to see if there are these changes.
Okay, and I say more baby I'll be so the about more to na
rashes.
No, son was me meant to be too much, and I with my son, Missy them and
yeah, we'll get there.
Okay, yeah, one money on
Okay, so okay, sure. So after that, you also check for discharge from the breast. So when you're done, you put your hands up. And then you try to lean forward a bit. Still inspect the same thing. When you lean forward, check that you see that there's a dimpling in the breast, or there's puckering, or the nipple will go inside, it will pull inside. That's
now open down, sir. Okay.
You lean forward.
You know, the same na camera no, or best original on the camera no, Adam so. Now what you know why in Sanya was it now because I say you share the
I think you have the video
camera no and tell us but we never sorry at your mind now what you know come and why side your mind now she's anybody I was say yeah send our castle or Ben and Nika crab pigeon and Sunday I don't know young Sena.
Yes. Okay. So you put your hands up. You lean a bit forward. At the same time, when you're done, you can bring it down to your hip and then you lean forward. So you'll be checking for the dimpling of the breast, puckering, nipple inversion or nipple retraction. Sometimes, or there's dimpling. Okay. So after you are done inspecting the breast, you would lie down. So when you lie down, you put something like a pillow behind you. Maybe you are going to examine the right breast, so you put a pillow behind you. Okay. Yes, this side. Yes. Okay. And then you start with the examination of the breast. So you can go round. You can divide the breast into segments or into quadrants. So I prefer going the round way. So you use the tip of your fingers. You try to palpate the breast.
And you obey one son saying
this way.
Okay.
The tip.
Okay.
Try to your fingers will be like your eyes to your breast. Okay. So try to feel your breast. So you feel it in a circular motion. You be going. So you go this way. You would feel it in a circular motion. You have to palpate deeply. It would have been better. Yes. So this way. You'll be going down. So you do that same way with the whole entire breast. So what you are doing is you are trying to feel for a lump.
Okay.
You're trying to feel for a lump. Okay. And then after you are done, you try to inspect the nipple, and then you could even squeeze it a bit to see if there will be any discharge, like blood.
We in chen no so no for na we mia kakra hwe say be free mu aba.
Exactly. So you check like maybe fluid with a bad odor or bloody discharge, anything unusual.
And to me na say are me betumi aba say nsuo betumi free mu aba, nsuo ni bi wa ebon ana say muja bi betumi free mu aba. Okay.
As long as you are not breastfeeding, you shouldn't be having fluid coming out from it. So after you are done with this breast, you also inspect the armpits to check if there are any swellings in the armpits. Sometimes, you know, when you have a sore throat or something, you get some swellings around they are called lymph nodes. You can feel something similar under your armpits. If you end up feeling that, it could be a sign of yes, okay. You should report. And after doing that for this breast, you also come to do this breast as well. Repeat the same procedure. This way. You use the tips of your finger. It's like your eyes to your skin. Okay. Then you palpate.
Now they are so
this way. Then you go this way. You go all around. I can't do it while standing up. It's not really possible. So yes, if you lie down and your chest is exposed, I'll be able to do it properly. That one,
And the that about me na chest
no problem. Yes, and then we examine for you.
All right.
We even encourage men to also get themselves examined, because men are also predisposed to breast cancer, even though it is rare, but it's possible.
All right. Okay. Richard, you come on the Sabrina minim semi producer with me am be phone lines now. Wa bra the recommendation the air to Adrian. Okay. Me producer say omo work on one or two things. You know, you share recommendations being and which me recommend the ama obi a wo hwe.
Okay. Yeah, bohu de ro enti ama ye wa hand and say yeah stress obi abeteki breast cancer awareness no seriously na nyame adom ye wo pink month no October month, especially ochina October 15th ochina na ye World International Breast Cancer Day.
Okay.
Enti as part of this no yenso yen kakra betumi ya de aboa ne say yes, we have free health screening.
Okay.
Free breast screening. I mean, neboye de kakra. But yama Ghana phone in free, baby, I will be a Ray Heart and Soul Foundation. We are giving it for free, as free of charge, as giving back to society. This ready and say, Obia se Accra ha baby cry. Triben hospital be na corner examine. So we bema so your bow, especially say yen man ye de ho gimu a ebeboa ma ya prevent it, because se wo de wo yere ko se wo kwa examine ho nti onu ndi wechi a me so se oba no beko. I mean nti yem bombodin say ye beko ne yakọ hwehwe ye no fo no mu be manya oba anya, but just say e ma no omo de no wo soro edan emema no
nti ochina Rehab Foundation we made more ye wo he won him for na ka ma mu dis.
Okay, nti nyame ya adoma Saturday on the 16th.
Okay,
yes, nyame ya adoma Saturday. Yeah, because Saturday the baby na nkwa adwuma. Enti uba East Legon Bauleshi traffic light ho na yeah free screening ewo ye ne Holy Cross Clinic and Maternity Hospital. Ya kan boma yes have free health screening no. Uba bibia ya ma obi a free ye nje opeswampo. Brana ya nhwema nti nyame boa Saturday ebe ya anopa 8 near started by 2 na yapon nti obetumi aba ye be ultrasound ama ye expert be ba ho abe free education and free examination ama to say bia wo ba na o hu kwan a ye flyer be ba screen so obetumi
ya mu wie kra mo na number ba tudwa nti okay ye di sikra na me ba de na won so wo recommend na de na be ka kire ahwefo ni titupa na ma ehwe wo de na wo kan di twa to dem.
Okay, so what I will say is, usually when people are having symptoms, probably they fear that, hey, what if I come and then they cut my breast? What if they don't survive? But we don't want them to be thinking of the what if. We want them to take action. If you know you have these symptoms, your life is more important. So we really, really want you to come and then come for treatment. And also to the young ladies out there and then older women out there, in fact, all women, I would encourage you to keep doing your breast examination, keep doing your screenings, and that's what I would like to advise you all. And I'm sure if there's anything anything, it could be picked up early. And then when it is being picked up, we can actually do something about it.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, man. Now, Richard, my social media handles, and then you're in some contact will be per se, a bianca, a be phone lines, a brenason, a button, a answer, with my friend now on frame one cast and a question be all to me in summer.
Okay, and social media, baby, I call Facebook, Rehat and Soul Foundation, or Twitter at Rehat and Soul, or Instagram, sir, at Rehat and Soul Foundation, and Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Nina, and your email say, obey to my email your Rehat and Soul Foundation at gmail.com, Rehat and Soul Foundation at gmail.com, and your telephone numbers and so 0247 95.
I will try number the money and time, sir. Okay, I go 0247
0247 95 00 15. Yes, me find be 0247 95 00 15. And I say obey to me so after 020
okay 020
446 805. Yes, 020 446 805.
Okay.
Emu numbers ni mu bi a offer. So wo ba na wa yira kra East Legon wa yira obey to me actual
all right. Ma yenda ma say to nsa frame mo so munya breba na ma be boan e wo breast cancer awareness yeda ma sapa. All right. So therefore we bet me a friend number na bia na obo afina wo hwa pen afina wo saka number na 0247 950015 0247 950015 any number of flowers abekamo and now mom no mo hwe nkomo fa International Day of Breast Cancer Awareness no Richard Esinyi wono ye founder na CEO the Rehat and Soul Foundation and afi Genevieve Odai and so your health educator number ebe boy my breast cancer awareness na tumi eka ho asen ochina ne dai yeso wi asema ina no ye de ekai kokramwa etodufo mu and instead the yaba ba di ho nkomate on Saturday so East Legon and adwumedie no e consulti contact na dem an ofra question bia so so bi so almost so pe fry na bi so na mo mawo ho emwa na say ho nya ope ahwe we Ghana Daakye dwumedie aye de bre won e wo ITV so e do de kwesi fia de bia pa no sie kwesi nondu ebebo ene wona obo ayi na seda enko emfam obi bia na me so amete adwam no eye sobibo ofori amanfo sobibo ene me do asi yakopon yadoma o chiranso ye besanso ehia bi